President. 11.01 is the Northwest Tri-County IU5 2016-2017 preliminary budget. I don't have any real information on it. I have a resolution that they would like us to pass or vote on, I should say, as our Mill Creek Township, but I don't know if Ms. Reese has any information on that budget, or if anybody else does, because I know.
No, we're still in a lot of talks on that, and that's going to be the focus of our next meeting next week.
Okay, is
But
this
we're not really, we had a lot of discussion on it, but we, again, are going to wrap this up, I believe, next week.
Is this for the 2016-2017 fiscal budget?
Yes, it is. It's their preliminary budget. Basically, at the end of the day, our contribution amount is just about $208,000. But that's not final yet, because we're waiting for the state to finalize a few things in order to provide each district their contribution amounts. And then within that budget, you'll see detailed contracts of what they expect to provide services to Mill Creek. We have a few services for which they do provide, which is our Edmund Autonomous program, vision, hearing. Am I missing? I feel like
Parent consultant and training and consultation.
yeah, so they outline those services for which we do pay the IU for, but our normal contribution isn't final yet, and it is about $208,000.
Now, would it be premature then to approve, because it doesn't say anything about preliminary, it's asking us to approve the budget for July 1, 2016 to June 30, 2017. Is there a sense of urgency? Can we hold off on this until next month, or do we need to approve it?
I'm pretty sure there's urgency to this, but I would prefer to you. Will you get the email from them?
We're not voting on it.
No.
I can bring forth more information at the next meeting. I'll see where we're at, like definitive, and bring it forward in 2 weeks.
Okay, awesome. So that if it is timely, we'll do it at the end of the month. Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll know if we have to delay anything, and I'll ask that question to Dr. Johnson.
IU has worked well with us. It's a good group. No problems there. Okay, 11.02 is a GE Star Award. Let me see what that is. $500?
Yep.
Okay. I think we'll take it. Okay, so that is General Electric giving us a, is that GE? It is General Electric? Okay. All right, good. 11.03 is the Mill Creek Education Foundation Grant Leader Lounge Character Award. That is, again, an award from the Mill Creek Education Foundation, and it looks like it is for $450.
What is the lounge character?
They do it out at Chestnut Hill. They do a little leader lounge as sort of a positive reinforcement for student leaders in the building and kids doing, it's sort of a positive behavior support mechanism to reward good behavior. It's really a neat thing.
And when I visited the school up there, it was really nice area.
Good.
Awesome, okay. The next one is another Mill Creek Education Foundation grant for $1,755, and it is for interactive document cameras. So again, we're getting some money from the Education Foundation, which obviously is much appreciated.
Can I put a plug in real quick while Chris is still back there, I believe? Aren't you hiding back there, Chris? Yeah. These two grants are sort of typical of what we will see, hopefully on a more regular basis in terms of what the foundation will do for us and our students, provide more of these grant opportunities for teachers who apply, and we have a process in place for them to follow. And I would also add that the foundation has given probably close to $65,000 towards athletics. They did $50,000 out of the Trojan Club account for the Trojan Youth Athletic Program for the elementary football program.
$20,000 for the mats.
$20,000 for wrestling mats, towards new wrestling mats that we needed up at the high school. And they, you don't know this yet, Chris, but we're going to ask you guys for it. We're going to talk tomorrow, I think, if I can make the meeting, for some money to help us equip the new weight room with new equipment. So,
if I could just add, we had 12 applications for this grant that was due March 1st. That's the most we've had. So it started, the word started to get out. The first round, we had none. So it was exciting to see that there were 12, and we're voting on what the selection committee chose to award. So that will go out next.
Well, thank you, Chris, and the foundation.
Absolutely. 11.05 is the Erie County Technical School proposed budget for 2016-2017. The amount that I see is $874,711. Mr. DePlacido, do you have anything further on that?
Yeah, the budget out there, it's a total budget of around $7.5 million. This year, it's about a 3% general increase over last year's budget. And it's about 3.14 if you just take all the 11 districts and function together. Our total rate, additional cost is around 6% because of the way the calculation is made when we divvy up the costs. Okay, so ours comes out to about 6.4% for about $52,000 is our new share starting next week, if this is approved next year, if this is approved.
Do you have any recommendations one way or the other?
I
think it's ready.
yeah, I mean, what they're asking for is reasonable. We're not asking, and this does not obviously include any of the capital projects that are going on out there. That's a whole separate issue that may not be on the table for quite a while. But this is good. I think, Aaron, you've had a chance to look at it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
John,
yeah, I recommend approval.
do you have an estimated number of kids from our district that utilize tech?
I think it's about
662, I think, is the
Well,
current.
And to add why it's a 3% overall change, but why we have a 6% change is because we have more kids than the other districts attending. It's based on your average daily membership.
Right.
So we do have more than others.
What is that total percentage number again? How much do we make of their budget?
36% is our cost will be for the renovation. 36%.
But we have the majority, we use it the most. And that's the way it was set up, and in the past few years, we've come light years away from this formula. We used to pay double, triple that, and over the years, the last 4 years maybe.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, we've got them to come down, to change the formula, to make it more equitable for all the 11 districts, and not just pile on.
Yeah, to charge us for actually the kids that go there and not so much empty seats, whether you use them or not.
Well, and can I just add something? I was recently at I went to a meeting with the superintendents at the VOTEC, and Dr. Jackson had asked that if the board, because we had 5 new members, if our 5 new members have not been out there and seen their programming and are interested, that you would work with Mr. DePlacido, our board rep, and he would coordinate with Dr. Jackson so that you could go out and see the programming there, because we are such a large district, making up a large portion of their.
It's been a few years when my son went out there. It was nice.
It's a great facility, great programs. Mrs. McClintock has been out there talking about our policies with everybody. And sure, I mean, if you want to go out there, which I would encourage, honestly, I'm sure we could set something up for a little tour or whatever. But it's something our kids go to, so we got to be aware. So.
Okay, 11.06 is the activity account advisor and officers for the mixed chorus at Mill Creek Intermediate High School, or I guess it's McDowell Intermediate, so it shows where I'm at. 11.07 is the administrative retreat at the Lawrence Park Golf Course. And that would take place over the summer.
Correct.
Do we have an approximate cost of what it cost us last year when it was all said and done?
They don't charge us for the room.
Right.
No, but there's
It's the
food
same.
and other.
Was it around $2,000?
Yeah, there's probably about between $1,500 and $2,000 for food.
Can we do it for a lot less if we do it at the Asbury, like we've had our retreats at the Asbury Barn, or not the barn, but the Asbury Nature Center?
We're not charged for the site, we're charged for the food, so I guess, could we look to get cheaper food?
Yeah.
Maybe is the question.
I'm just
Yes.
thinking that the overall, the board of directors has met a few times at Asbury Nature Center, and I know that it's a lot less money than being at the Lawrence Park Golf Course. That's my thoughts. Just throwing it out there, that it is about a $2,000 charge, and it's not approved yet. And they could meet in this room for that matter,
what's this, about 40 people?
Probably 35.
35? So, I mean, there's that